I mean, this company has grown revenue 14x, over the space of the last 12 months. So clearly, they have a lot going right for them. I mean, the one thing I would put a caveat on here is we have seen open source models really narrow the gap. So even though Anthropic's numbers look stellar here, I feel like everyone right now is looking to deploy AI, but not use the frontier models. And we just saw some news around OpenAI cutting their prices for tokens. So it feels like now we are at a point where everyone wants to undercut each other to make sure they have the market share in terms of the frontier models. And that may be that kind of catalyst to slow things down for Anthropic. But they've executed very well, and the numbers are just a reflection of that.
So you don't see that dynamic evident in the latest numbers, though, do you?
And no, I think so far the frontier models had a clear lead, and people were willing to pay for the frontier models because
A frontier models like Claude, ChatGPT.
Claude,
Okay.
ChatGPT over Gemini or the open source models, because there was a clear gap and everyone was willing to pay whatever Anthropic was asking them to pay in terms of token pricing. They were willing to pay. But now with open source models closing that gap, and now there are a lot of routing companies that help you use the most appropriate model relevant to the query. So you don't end up using the most expensive model, but the model that is appropriate for the query that you have.
Speaking of models that are appropriate, OpenAI is launching a chat GPT for teens, which is a version of its chatbot aimed at children aged 13 to 17, encouraging safe usage and deeper learning. Is that possible?
Well, I mean, all these models have problems with putting guardrails. That's why, Mythos was never released to the public. The US government said they need to be approved before, it was broadly released. And I feel like even now, whatever guardrails you have in place can be jailbroken, and, people can get around it, which is why these models have capabilities. Yeah, you can say this is more for teens and we've put the guardrails around it, but I doubt it can be perfect. And, that's where these companies have to do the PR piece in terms of making sure, they're not being misused.